Exodus chapter 20, verse 12 reads as follows. Honor your father and your mother, so that your days may be long upon the land which Adonai, your God, is giving you. God would not need to tell us this so emphatically if we didn't need to hear it. I have found, for good or bad, that people's view of God is connected to their relationship with their parents, especially to their father. For some of us, this makes loving and trusting God easy when we have a very loving and trusting father. And for some of us, it makes loving and trusting God difficult. Perhaps you have a father who neglected you or abused you or abandoned you. And thankfully, even in these most difficult and challenging and abusive situations, amazingly, people still find a way to connect with God and have vibrant relationships with God. It's possible, but it's not easy. Thankfully, God is not abusive or neglectful. He has not abandoned us. You can trust God regardless of who your parents are. Finding a path to honoring your parents, however, is important to God. In fact, there is a clear connection between how you treat your parents and how you treat God. God connects this commandment with the promise of long life. So does this mean that if a child dies in a tragic accident, that it was because they didn't honor their parents? Certainly not. However, God is saying that honoring our parents releases a great measure of blessing in our lives. I only had the opportunity to meet one of my great-grandparents. At that point in her life, she was very frail, and I was a young boy and didn't quite know how to interact with her. I did, however, get to know all of my grandparents well, and I'm grateful that one of my grandparents is still alive. It blessed me yesterday when I heard my daughter on a phone call with her great-grandmother. They spoke for a half hour, and it made me so happy to hear the way that they were relating to one another. She realized that she had an opportunity that I never had in getting to know a great-grandparent, and she did a small mitzvah that I think was a big deal. So, during this time, take the opportunity, if you have the opportunity, to share a kind word or a blessing with your parents, grandparents, or maybe great-grandparents if you have them. Honoring parents communicates our allegiance to God and brings great blessing upon our lives as well as theirs. Shabbat Shalom.